Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to dive into something really cool. How you can take a warehouse, something often seen as just a cost center, and transform it into a powerful, data-driven, strategic asset. And we're going to explore how that's done using SAP's Extended Warehouse Management System, or as you'll hear me call it, EWM.
So let me ask you something right off the bat. When you think about your warehouse, what comes to mind? Is it just a necessary expense, a box on the balance sheet where costs just seem to pile up? Or is it a source of real competitive advantage? You know, your answer to that question, it basically sets the stage for everything we're about to talk about.
Because the biggest hurdle, the real challenge for pretty much any modern warehouse out there, is making that leap from the manual chaos that so many of us are familiar with to the kind of automated precision that today's supply chains absolutely demand.
And you've really got two different worlds when it comes to warehousing today. Over here on one side, you've got manual chaos. We've all seen it, right? Paper pick lists, sky-high error rates, and constant firefighting. It's a purely reactive world. But then, you have automated precision. This is where decisions are driven by real data, accuracy is nearly perfect, and you have total visibility. This is where the warehouse stops being a problem and starts being a proactive, strategic part of the business.
Okay, so the big question is, how do you actually make that jump? How do you get from the chaos to the precision? Well, the answer lies in having a system that basically acts like a live GPS for every single item and every single process inside your four walls.
And that right there is what SAP EWM is all about. And listen, don't just think of this as another piece of software. It's a total upgrade. Imagine you're ditching an old paper map for a live, real-time GPS. The paper map, it just shows you the layout. The GPS, on the other hand, gives you live data, it automates the route, and it finds the fastest, most efficient path for everything, all the time.
Now, right out of the gate, you have a really critical strategic decision to make. Are you going to run EWM embedded, meaning it lives right inside your main S/4HANA business system? The upside there is a simpler landscape and one single source of truth. Or do you run it decentralized on its own server? The big win here is resilience. The warehouse keeps running even if the main system goes down, and it gives you the flexibility to connect to multiple different ERPs. It's a foundational choice you have to make.
All right, enough theory. Let's see what this actually looks like in the real world. We're going to walk through the two most critical jobs any warehouse has: getting stuff in and getting stuff out.
Okay, let's talk inbound. A truck pulls up, a delivery arrives. The moment it's logged into the system, bam! EWM instantly kicks in. It automatically creates a task and uses all its smarts to figure out the absolute best place to store those goods. The operator gets the task on their scanner, it guides them to the exact bin, they scan it, and that inventory is confirmed and instantly available for sale. It's just seamless.
Now let's flip it to outbound. Orders are pouring in, right? EWM has this awesome feature called wave management. It intelligently groups them up, maybe all the orders for a single carrier, or everything headed to the West Coast. This alone is a massive efficiency booster. Then it creates optimized picking tasks, sending operators on the fastest possible path through the warehouse. Once everything's picked, a final scan triggers the goods issue, which updates inventory and tells the finance system, hey, it's time to send the bill.
And here's the thing, this is not a one-size-fits-all system. Not at all. Take a retail company, for example. Their whole world is about speed. They used EWM to slash their order fulfillment time by 35%. But then you look at a pharmaceutical company. Their biggest concern? Strict compliance. They used EWM's deep traceability features to achieve a 100% audit pass rate. It's the same core system solving two completely different business problems.
Okay, but the standard stuff, that's just the beginning. Where EWM gets really interesting is how it becomes this engine for future-proofing your whole operation with some seriously advanced automation. Let's look at a feature called Process-Oriented Storage Control, or POSC for short. The best way to think about it is like building a digital assembly line right inside your warehouse. So instead of just a simple move from point A to point B, you can map out a whole complex flow like unload, then deconsolidate, then a quality inspection, and then put away, with the system orchestrating and guiding every single step. This is huge for things like value-added services. And the toolkit for power users? It is deep. You've got tools that give you proactive alerts before things go wrong, features that can slash operator travel time, and even tools to help you manage and gamify labor performance. But honestly, the real game changer here, the one that gets me excited, is the digital twin.
This lets you build a virtual copy of your entire warehouse so you can test out new ideas, like, what if we change this layout? Or what if we try this new picking strategy? And you can do it all without disrupting your live operations for even a second. Okay, so we've got all these incredible features, right? But the crucial question is always, what's the financial impact? What's the real ROI? Let's talk about the tangible, measurable payoff you get when you put a system like EWM in place. First up, inventory accuracy. We're talking over 99.5%. And that's not just a nice number to have on a report. That number means you have fewer stockouts, you can carry less safety stock, and that hits your bottom line directly. It's pure cost savings. Then there's this, a 35% reduction in your pick-to-ship time. I mean, that is a huge leap in efficiency. It means happier customers getting their stuff faster, and it means you're spending way less on expensive expedited freight just to meet deadlines. Look, this is exactly how you build a business case for something like this. You have to connect the dots. You take an operational metric like lines picked per hour, and you translate it directly into the language of finance, higher throughput with the same headcount. A reduction in picking errors isn't just an operational win. It means fewer costly returns and fewer angry customer calls. This is how you show real value.
So what this all boils down to, the secret sauce, really, is a huge shift in mindset. It's seeing EWM not just as a system that keeps records, but as a dynamic engine that actively drives speed, accuracy, and automation throughout your entire operation. That's the strategic leap.
So I'm going to leave you with this one final thought. Think about it. Every single movement, every scan, every task happening in your warehouse right now is generating data. That data is literally talking to you, telling you how to be more efficient, more accurate, and more resilient. So the only question left is, are you ready to listen?